Yeah, there's been a litany of people who have been really generous with their time. And one was my very first boss and his first law clerk. So out of law school, I worked for a federal judge here in Houston whose name was Judge George C. Hanks Jr. And he had a permanent law clerk, like a kind of second in command in his chambers, who have always been there with the door open. And they've both been such mentors throughout my career. And we come from very different perspectives. And that's been really helpful to see that I have advocates outside the community, however one were to define community. And then another person who's always checked in is going to be actually my future boss. She's going to take the bench this spring, knock on wood. Her name is Judge Yvonne Ho. And so she's going to be the first AAPI federal judge Houston has ever had. And I was thrilled when I heard the news that it was her, because there are not very many women of color who are partners in big law firms. There aren't a lot of AAPIs who are partners in big law firms, and she is one of the people who checked in with so many people in the Houston Bar Association and the Asian American Bar Association. And anytime there was an underdog that she could try to help, I knew that she was helping them. So she was amazingly influential and inspirational, because she was in many ways one of the few, I don't want to say the only in the law firm world, but one of the few who made it but still made the time to make sure she was not the last, even if at the time she was the only. And I always thought that if she could make the time for people, then I have absolutely no excuse not to make the time to try to pay it forward as well.